Alright, this video is about a Keurig 2.0 and how to hack it to accept any pod or one of those pods that you can open up and put coffee grounds in. Now I want to talk a little bit about that first. People, if you're buying the Keurig or any, even generic coffee pods, stop. Just completely stop. You're wasting money and you're screwing up the environment. Those pods, you throw them away, they just go in landfills. All you have to do is buy one of these generic coffee containers. Now yeah, it's a little bit of a hassle and you have to clean them, but you'll save literally thousands of dollars if you just do this. If you want to save thousands of dollars and do a little work, then do this. It's just a plastic, or you can get them stainless steel too. You open it up and you just put your coffee grounds in. You open it up, you spoon in coffee grounds. Now I buy my coffee at Aldi and it's really good quality and it's really inexpensive. You just spoon it in. Now it says to fill it to here, but I put it right to the top. Well, kind of. Not right to the top, but close, because I like a stronger cup of coffee. So you just spoon it in and shut it. So people, that's just an aside. I just want to tell you, save money, buy these. Don't go buy those pods. So now a problem with some of these, with this thing is, it says it's incompatible. Or if you do want to use a pod that's incompatible with the 2.0, you get an error message. Now here I'm going to show you. You put it in, it doesn't work here. See, it says, oops, pod wasn't designed for this brewer. Try one of the hundreds of pods with the Keurig logo. So they want you to use the Keurig logo, and even though this thing is designed to defeat the Keurig 2.0, and it really has worked for a long time, for whatever reason it's not anymore. So just so you can, if you want to use your own pods, non-Keurig pods, or if you're using one of these, which I suggest, with your grounds of coffee, and it wears out or it doesn't work anymore, like this one doesn't work anymore, oops, see it says that, then I'm going to show you the hack right now that will defeat this. You'll never see that error message again. It works 100%, it's safe, don't worry about it, and I'm going to show you how to do it right now. I'm going to show you how to hack the Keurig 2.0 so you can use any pods you want, or if your generic pod is no longer working, like mine. So first of all, safety first. Always unplug it. Completely unplug it from the wall. 100%. Don't even attempt this unless you unplug it, because then you have complete safety. So unplug it. Alright, first thing you do is you open it up. Now there's a few videos out there where guys are taking this whole thing apart and doing all kinds of stuff. You don't have to do that. It's just 2 screws, and I'll show you a trick to putting it back together. So you have to follow my instructions exactly. Alright, now there's 2 screws right on the top here. Hopefully you can see it right there. 2 screws. See that screw there and that screw there. Just 2 Phillips screws right underneath. And I'll move the camera so you can see. Alright, now take those 2 screws out, just like this. I've already loosened them up, so it should come right out. And just let it fall there. It's a little hard to do this at an angle with so you can still see with the camera. You won't have this problem. Okay, so take the screws out. Careful it doesn't fall in there. That it just did, so I'm going to have to fish that out. That's wonderful. So don't make that mistake. Alright, so now that you have the screws out, you just take the saw, This is a little tricky to take off. Hopefully you can see this. I'll lift the camera up. There's just a couple of tabs in here. You just have to reach in there with your finger and kind of work it one side or the other, and it comes right off. See? See how that just comes right off, right there. So there, 2 screws, top is off. Alright? So now all you've got to do is you have to look in the top here. You just stand up and you look at the top. Now you got a bunch of wires there. I'll get the light here. See all those wires? There's a hose. There's a green wire. Okay? Green wire. So all you do is cut the green wire. Just snip it. Alright, it's just a sensor wire. There's no voltage going to it, so it's no big deal. Now look. Separate the green wire on the top here, and you just snip it. So I'm going to show you how to do it right here. Just wait a minute. Can you see here? You just snip that green wire. Now if you're paranoid or whatever, you can always put a little tape on there. But I'm not. I'm just going to push it off to the side here. So that's all I did, is push it off to the side, and you can see the motion. It doesn't do anything. So as you can see, I just cut the green wire. That's it. That's all you got to do. Okay, now you got to put the top back on. Now this is a little tricky, and I did it a few times. So it'll be easier for you now, because I did the work. And I'm going to show you how to do it. So, easy as pie, if you do it my way. Alright, to put the cover back on, it's a little tricky, but I'm going to show you how to do it. You just take it like this, you shut this all the way. Alright, then you put this on, you slide this on here like this, so the front is kind of flush. Then you just grab it, pull it back, and then you just kind of pull it back, and push it down. And that's it. Now that's probably going to be the hardest part, is to get this cover off and on, but I just showed you how to do it. It's not rocket science. Hopefully it'll be easy for you. It was a little tough for me to figure out. Now look, I'm taking it off again. Remember, you got to kind of finagle, don't break it. Finagle the sides to take it off. So it's off. Now to put it back on again. To the front. The front has to be down. Then you grab the back, kind of lift up a little, slide it back and down. That's the hardest thing. Then you just put the 2 screws back in, and it works. So I'm going to stop this, put the 2 screws back in, and then we'll see if it works for that pod. Okay, I've got the screws back in. I've got everything back together. It says lift to begin. And it's ready. I'll put the pod in, and it works. Turn it. Works. And it works. So now it'll work for any pod at all. It just works. Now one thing that I did notice here, without the pod in, normally it says run hot water, so that feature might be gone now, but don't panic. Just change it to whatever ounce you want and just run it without the pod, and you'll get the same water. It's the same thing, so don't panic on that. But this will let you put any pod in you want. Now you cut that green wire, any pod you want, anything. Generic pod, and again, I suggest you get these pods and put your own coffee, and you'll save thousands of dollars. I swear to God. And the coffee tastes much better. When you look at a pod, normally, if you ever open a commercial pod, there's just a tiny bit of coffee, probably this much. I'm not kidding. Look at yourself. And you can put double or triple the coffee in here and make a much stronger coffee. Everybody loves strong coffee, but it's up to you. You don't want it strong, you don't have to put that much coffee in. I do. So, in fact, what I do is I run it once at 8 ounce, and then I'll turn it and I'll run it again at 4 ounce through the same bunch of coffee, and it's a great cup of coffee. You get all the coffee out of the grounds then. So there's your hack. It works perfectly. You don't have to take the sides off or the back or the bottom like all the other videos out there. It's just 2 screws in the here. Unplug it, 2 screws, cut the green wire, put it back together. This is a little tricky to put this on. You saw how I did it. And you're done. So I'm hoping you'll like your Keurig 2.0 now. It's the best this is the best hack there is, and don't worry about cutting that wire. If you're worried about it, just put a little tape on it, but it's not going to affect anything. And there you go. Oh, I must say, if you do this, it does void the warranty. So don't do this unless your warranty's out or you don't care about the warranty. It's just a warning. This is old now. Warranty's long gone. I could care less, but it will void your warranty if you do that, just so you know. There's a warning. Okay, please subscribe and share this video out there.